friends, and welcome to IBP News. We are live now on YouTube. So, today we are at a very exclusive place, as you can see. It's basically an experience center, and we have a very privileged member here with us, Mr. Amar Lakdawala. They are into home furniture, modular kitchens, and office furniture. I have pleasure in introducing to you Mr. Amar Lakdawala. Welcome, Mr. Amar, to the IBP News, and it will be a pleasure talking to you and understanding about your products.
Thank you, Sanjay ji, and thank you, IBP, for giving us this privilege and opportunity to talk about our business. And I would like to introduce my company. My company name is Woodfab. We manufacture customized modular furniture, home furniture, and office furniture as per client's need and their available space.
All right. As you are saying that you make basically customized furniture.
Correct.
There's nothing ready-made about it. You would take the measurements and ensure that it fits into wherever as per the client's requirements. Can you tell us something about the details of your company? When did you start? How did you start? Are you have any degrees or qualifications into furniture making, etc.? So could you please tell us about the details about your company and how has your journey been so far?
So, Sanjay, I'd like to add this company was started by my friend and my partner, Murtaza Ghulam Abbas, 6 years back. So, I'd just like to introduce you to Murtaza before we take this forward.
Hi, good evening, Sanjay sir.
Good evening, sir.
And thank you, Amar, for this introduction. It was around 8 years ago, I have started this company, and it is a purely manufacturing concern, and we are manufacturing customized modular office and residential furniture. And the best part is that the entire furniture is factory made. There's nothing which is made on site, so that that minimizes the client's hassles, and they get a peaceful environment, and the entire furniture is made as per their requirements. So basically, my intent was to give quality furniture at an affordable price, and since the entire furniture is made on high-end European and Indian machines, there is very minimal amount of manual labor which is involved.
Okay.
So the entire concept is factory made furniture.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Murtaza. Can you tell us, is it, when you say factory made, everything is automated? And since it is customized, do you have machines where they would adjust to those measurements and cut it and make it accordingly? Or there is some manual intervention at that stage when you have to make as per perfections and measurements?
So almost 80% of the work is on automated machines.
Yeah.
And around 20% would be manual labor, wherein the entire there are certain processes involved in this entire furniture making, which is actually starting from cutting. Then it comes to edge bending. We call this dhar patti in our local language.
Yes.
So which is again done as edge bending on edge bending machines.
Yeah.
Then you have to then finally join two panels together.
Yeah.
Which carpenters, what they do, they have their screwdrivers and they attach the screws to the panels. But इसमें क्या होता है कि we have a multi-boring machine, that is an automated joinery machine.
Yeah.
Which has prefix holes on various panels, and it is entirely fitted in such a way that there are no screws and khilas, which we call nails.
Yes.
It is again with joinery fittings. These joinery fittings actually hold the entire panels together, and the best part, it is modular. So these are all panels, modules which are joint. They can be disassembled. Suppose you're shifting. Today aap yahan pe ho. There are many corporates who take rental furnitures.
Yes.
So you have them that you can give the entire furniture flat packed,
Yeah.
It gets installed at their homes, and if they are shifting to another location, then again they are able to reinstall that same furniture. So the entire process is more or less automated, and we manufacture them on plywood, HDF, MDF, particle board. These are the various materials that we manufacture.
As you said, these are modular fittings. So, how strong are these modular fitting compared to the earlier nail and kila kind of a fitting and Fevicol kind of sticking together? So, are they strong enough as compared to that?
So there is an amalgamation of the earlier concepts as well as now since the eras have changed, it is now we are coming into the 21st century.
Exactly.
So there are things which have evolved.
Yeah.
Okay, ऐसा नहीं है कि जूना जो है वो outdated हो गया है, लेकिन now things have improved.
Yeah.
So the process is improved. With the improvisation of process, there is no quality compromisation or any kind of loopholes in the production in the modular industry. The entire durability is dependent on how one actually uses good hardware.
Okay.
And the methodology is very important. कि कटिंग के बाद एज बेंडिंग किया, एज बेंड के बाद एक प्रोसेस है जॉइनरी का, those methods have to be incorporated. Sorry, the incorporation is the important word.
Yeah.
And with that, things are so quality approved that people have now accepted that modular furniture is the demand of the day.
Okay. So there is no compromise on strength or quality or something.
Absolutely not, sir. Absolutely not.
But there are still some people I see who wants the carpenter and come to sit at their homes for weeks and months together, doing cut the whole day for some time, and
Correct.
probably make they think that it is as per taste and design, and they can monitor it all through. So, what do you have to say to those kind of people? They can still get their taste and this thing without monitoring?
So very good question. See, there are customers who still, as you rightly said, कि उनको चाहिए कि कारपेंटर उनके सामने बैठे, प्लाईवुड दुकान से उनके पास आवे, लैमिनेट उधर ही प्रेस होवे उनके सामने, ताकि उनको तसल्ली होवे कि नहीं, it's happening in front of my eyes.
Yes.
And I'm not being compromised in any way in terms of material and everything.
Yeah.
But that percentage is now very, very less.
Yes.
वो है, हो सकता है अभी भी है, और वो उसकी जो परसेंटेज है, उसका जो एक प्रेजेंस है वो है, लेकिन बहुत कम है सर. अभी people, the generations have changed. Now the modern generation does not want finally painting हो रहा है, POP हो रहा है, सिविल का काम हो रहा है, सब कुछ ऑन साइट हो रहा है, आपके सामने हो रहा है. So then at one point you feel it's too much. I need the furniture to be made somewhere else.
Yeah.
So why the furniture segment is increasing? Because there's a demand. Now demand hai, so obviously there are avenues to produce it. And now the avenues are the factories who are able to do it as per your requirement.
And much faster.
Much, much faster than the conventional way of making.
Yes.
Much faster. I have full regards for manufacturing happening at your location. But that time, जो समय उसमें जा रहा है, it is
exactly, yes.
Not accountable, sir.
Yeah. And the other end is who just want ready-made furnitures. They can order it online. Today, everything is available online.
True.
Or some on showrooms, etc. You just order and get it home. That's about it.
True.
So in comparison to that, how would you evaluate your manufacturing as customized? This thing?
So there are again a segment, a very good segment who is buying ready-made furniture, and it is a very healthy segment, and there's nothing wrong in that, and there's good amount of ready-made furniture available in the market. Now that again segment is limited to people who know that मेरे को ये slot पे मेरे को एक side table चाहिए. I know, and he goes to a shop. He sees, okay, this is perfectly going to fit my space. So he picks it off the shelf And he knows that even if it works for me for 2 years, I'm more than happy, fine. But there's another segment who says that, I have this space, but I want to utilize it to the entire extent. 1 इंच भी नहीं बचना चाहिए. अभी उनको wardrobe बनाना है. Wardrobe उनका जो wall का space है वो ऐसा है कि भाई there are कुछ offsets वगैरह है. तो वो offsets वगैरह है तो रेडीमेड खरीदने जाएंगे तो रेडीमेड का एक स्टैंडर्ड साइजेस है जिसके लिए वो he gets or she gets, the customer gets, कि भाई नहीं, I will not able to accommodate this in my space. मैं क्या करूं? Therein the modular furniture manufacturing, customized furniture manufacturing comes into picture, wherein people like me, can play a very good support system.
Okay. Now there are, when you say it is customized and not even 1 inch is wasted, you occupy the entire space, etc. So how does it compromise aesthetics or does it elevate aesthetics?
So in no way does it compromise aesthetics at all. Because again, I would repeat that customization involves the customer's choice of finishes, be it in the laminate, be it in the the plywood, be it in the kind of hardware that the customer wants, and the kind of look that the customer wants. All that can be incorporated into modular furniture manufacturing because it is entirely the customer's baby. Customer को जो चाहिए हम उनको बना के देंगे. So there is absolutely no compromise. They are not bound कि भाई आपको ऐसे ही लेना पड़ेगा. अभी रेडीमेड में कॉम्प्रोमाइज तो नहीं बोलूंगा, लेकिन उनको एक लिमिटेशन है कि भाई जो दिख रहा है वो लेना है, लेकिन जो बनाना है तो आपके हिसाब से भी आपको सर कुछ चाहिए, आपको एक शू कैबिनेट चाहिए तो आपको जिस तरह से चाहिए आप बना के हमारे से ले सकते हैं.
So aesthetics are well maintained.
Very well maintained.
Because when you're in today's home, especially in metros and A and B class towns, the space is a big constraint. People are trying to eye as much space as possible.
True.
So sometimes aesthetics it gets to be compromised, or in the effort of using the entire space, you probably sometimes it's overdone. So it looks very heavy and so you normally would advise your customer that this is the sufficient, this is not. Of course, the choice is his or hers. But would you also be a consultant kind of a thing or advising your customer, this is what will look good here and this is how it should be?
So in many cases, it has happened that, the customer, puts their trust into us.
Yes.
And they feel that we, being in a manufacturing role, we will be able to give justice to their space.
Yes.
So, when they find out that, if this is say a offset and how to utilize it. For example, wardrobe in Mumbai, to have good space in a wardrobe is of vital need.
Exactly.
Right, sir? So there are many occasions when the customer overlooks certain things.
Exactly.
At that time, we in a manufacturing role, because we have been exposed to a huge spectrum of product making, so we know that ये चीज यहाँ पे बरोबर से इसको justify कर सकेगा. So then we are in a very good position to advise, and the customers are happy. Okay, मेरा इतना space था, भी इतना मैं और कर सकता हूँ. तो अगर समझो 1 + 1 2 हो जाए सर, तो उसकी बात ही अलग हो जाती है.
बिल्कुल, exactly. That's what I wanted to know. So, Mr. Amar, coming back to you, I would like to know, I can see a lot of products at these experience center. So could you briefly tell us as to what are these products and what are they used for and how do they, optimize your space and give you more spaces, etc.
So before that,
what are the products that you have for residences?
So before that, Sanjay, I would just like to add what Murtuza said.
Yeah.
Okay, what we do is we don't make ready-made, we make factory-made.
Yes.
So when I say factory-made, it starts right from the point of getting an inquiry.
Yeah.
to getting in touch with the customer,
Exactly.
understanding his or her needs.
Okay.
After identifying them, then we take the next step, which is called understanding the material and the duration what they want.
Exactly.
What is the durability they are looking for?
Yeah.
Is it for a rental thing, or is it for a permanent thing? Is it a 1 year thing or a 10-year thing? So accordingly, we advise, and as you rightly said, we consult.
Yeah.
So that is the consultation we do with the customer.
Yes.
And after that, then we finalize and we give them a lot of options of the materials and the finishes available.
Yeah.
So it's a process which we follow. So when the product, right from the selection to manufacturing to delivery, the entire process is complete. That is how the product is said factory made. So not a single thing is missed. The client gets the advantage of choosing whatever he wants.
Yeah.
He gets what he needs, and plus he can customize according to what is his requirement.
Exactly.
So this is exactly what we specialize when we mean by saying customization. And now coming back to the question what you asked. So we are into home furniture, we are into kitchen furniture, and we are into office furniture. All these are made at our factory, which is located at Ray Road. Definitely, I would like to invite IBP and you to have a visit
Sure. One day we will
and understand
Yes.
how the process is entirely done.
Exactly.
And what we have in the experience center, we would like you to show you one by one, so that you can have a feel and look of the finish and the things what we manufacture. So I would suggest let's start with the modular kitchen first.
Exactly.
Sanjay sir, I'm now taking you to experience our modular kitchen.
Okay.
Which is
Oh, this
completely
looks lovely
customized.
and elegant. Yes.
Now, so on your left, you are seeing a unit which is called a tall larder unit. Okay. You can see the space that you have for putting a lot of items
Yes.
in a small amount of space. This space must be around just 1 feet wide. Okay.
Yeah.
And around 7 feet in height.
Yeah.
But in this approximate 1 feet width, you can just see the amount of stuff that one can put. Now kitchen is a domain of the housewife.
Yes.
She will require maximum space.
Exactly.
At the same time, she needs a good amount of free working space,
Exactly.
so that they can spend their proper time, and they can utilize it to the optimum extent.
Exactly.
Now these are concepts that we have made.
Yeah.
Okay, one can have what they want, but here the concepts are more or less covering almost all aspects.
Yes.
But obviously in a limited space we can't cover everything.
Everything.
But overall we are trying to showcase what one can do in a kitchen and how we can customize for them, for the clients.
You mean to say that these can be further customized?
110%.
Yeah.
As you want, as the customer wants, you will make it for them.
Okay.
And various finishes. Now this is a high gloss finish. Okay, this is again used for now this is a part of a overhead unit. Now this is called a rolling shutter. Having LED lightings. You have this touch light over here. One just gives a touch, and the light starts, so it illuminates the entire kitchen.
Yes.
So
These are
you
good.
can have
Very good concepts.
wicker baskets to put fresh vegetables, fruits.
Yes.
These wicker baskets are rotten, so they, your vegetables and fruits will not get at all rotten.
Oh,
Okay.
that's good. Yeah.
Then we have space for putting cutlery, spoons, forks, all
Okay.
these things. So these are drawers which are called tandem drawers. Now this is very much in demand and something which has newly come up. Initially, old kitchens used to have those black channels,
Yes.
which we call as telescopic channels.
Yes.
Wo bhi abhi bhi existing hai, very good, very sturdy. But as I told you
They're not
earlier,
as smooth, probably,
they're
as
not as
this.
smooth. These are very smooth, very durable.
But
Just a touch
another
and
very good
closes.
thing about this is basically the cutlery is organized. They don't get mixed up,
Very true, sir. Very true.
which is very, very important, when
Very
we are.
easy to select what you want,
Exactly.
put it after washing
back into the tray.
into the
Yes.
tray. We have a facility to put your cups and saucers. Then you can have your dishes put over here. Now, there also a concept of which is very still prominent, SS baskets.
Yes.
Instead of this, we can also incorporate SS baskets, which are also very much high in demand.
Okay.
And even that can be incorporated wherever the customer wishes to incorporate.
Okay. That's basically used for storing tins and other
Absolutely.
groceries and
Groceries and
etc.
everything.
Yeah.
Then we have also facility. We can the waste bin can be inside the
Oh,
cabinet.
wonderful. Yeah.
One does not need to have a separate waste bin outside.
Yes.
क्या है ना कि waste bin रखने से cockroaches का
Cockroaches
ये रहता
का,
है.
हाँ.
So this is inside the cabinet. You can have a provision for putting all those washing liquid and everything over here.
Yes. And all this, what material would this be?
So we make in plywood,
Okay.
HDHMR.
Okay.
All these materials, whatever the material that you want, it is made. But kitchens completely in marine plywood and HDHMR
Okay.
because it has to be water resistant,
Yes.
it has to be fire resistant
Yes.
because you are cooking.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
all these factors are very much important. And you also have a facility of a wash basin over here.
Yeah.
You wash your utensils. Then above that you can have a dish rack.
Yes.
This is what we call a dish rack. You can put your once you wash, you can just put it back over here, and this is a drip tray. The water drips here, and automatically it drips into the wash basin.
Yes. Yes.
So it is an entire kitchen which is having a self-contained facility.
Yeah. Let no bother kind of a thing. It'll be more supportive to the housewife and to the kitchen.
Right, sir.
Excellent.
Now these are again called as profile shutters.
Oh.
One can have various. This is called a rose gold finish. One can have a black finish.
Yeah.
And then one can have a silver anodized finish. This is also very high in demand. These
Okay.
are called, as I told you, aluminum profile shutters,
Yeah.
and it comes in various sizes.
Okay.
And it is all soft close, sir. Previously, what used to happen long time ago,
Yeah. Yeah.
टपाक करके जो आवाज करके शटर बंद हो जाता था,
हाँ.
तो कांच टूटने का एक भय रहता था.
हाँ.
वो सब अभी ये सॉफ्ट क्लोज hinges में that is eliminated
You
completely.
just have to give a slight push.
Just
And,
like push it automatically
It'll
go by
automatic,
itself.
yeah.
It will not bang.
Yeah.
Just one slight touch and it goes slowly without creating any noise.
yes.
And you
And
have
these are
this-
tough glasses. I mean,
These are all toughened glasses, sir.
toughened
It
glasses.
won't break.
Hmm.
That way. So this is how the entire concept is.
And all these wooden things and plywoods and all, are these pesticide proof or something?
Yes, they're all treated.
I mean,
They're
pest-proof.
pestified. They're all treated and they're pesticide free.
Yes.
Unless,
I
but
mean,
most
I
important
meant,
is-
are they pest free? I mean,
they are
they-
pest free, absolutely pest free, sir. There is no, involvement. There's no, fear of, white ants and termites, hitting it. Obviously, one has to treat the kitchen.
yes,
That is, everybody does it.
pest
But
control.
the
Yeah, from time
material-
to time.
The material per se is, entirely treated, the raw
Okay.
material. So it is
Yeah.
completely, insect, termite free.
Yeah.
This is called a bifold shutter. See, look at this.
Okay,
It's called a bifold shutter.
so it's a bigger cabinet and with a bifold
Yeah,
shutter.
bifold shutter.
Again, saving space to a
You
large
get this
extent.
entire coverage.
Yes.
This is just by operating this, it is standing by itself. You access your items.
Mm.
Again, you just with a slight push, it will just.
And you can have as many racks as you want.
And this is one level of a cabinet.
Yeah.
You can go above this.
Yes.
You can have what above? You can have two counters.
Yeah.
So customization plays
Yes.
such a big
Depending on the size and the
on the size
budget.
of the kitchen, the budget of the customer.
Customer. Okay. And there are electrical units here.
Exactly.
Because yeah, that will be required. Is there any space for keeping your cylinders and the other
Yes, sir.
chimneys and
suppose
everything?
suppose that this is a cooking hob. So
Yeah.
one can put the gas cylinder, but आजकल क्या होता है mostly pipe gas आता है. So pipe gas, eliminates the storage of cylinders. But those who have cylinders, we will obviously
also
create a
keep-
space below the counter for them. Absolutely.
And then these counters are made of what?
So these are
Italian
these are all
marbles?
You can have onyx. This is an onyx.
Okay.
Then you have granites.
Yeah.
Then you have artificial marble tops. There, I would say, 75 to 100 variants of tops that one can have. So they're the
Easily
same,
cleanable and
easily cleanable, easily maintainable,
Ah.
and it looks sparkling clean also at the same time.
That's great. That's great. And these are permanent tracks.
Yes, sir. And again, these are moved. You can keep on shifting them wherever you want. So आज यहाँ पे नहीं चाहिए, ये चीज यहाँ पे चाहिए, and you want to swap this, तो वो swapping भी हो सकता है.
Achha, this can come out and you can put it there.
Exactly. Now, very important is that, sir, there are a lot of hardware accessories available,
Yes,
but to integrate them
exactly.
in
I
the
was
right
coming
way
to
so that
that,
the
yes.
customer is able to function it properly.
Yes.
हार्डवेयर को अगर हम इंटीग्रेट नहीं करेंगे सर तो वो चलेगा नहीं, तो हार्डवेयर रख के मतलब
मतलब क्या?
सो देयर आवर एंटायर यूनिकनेस इज दैट वी विल इंटीग्रेट लॉट ऑफ योर हार्डवेयर in such a way that you can operate everything easily.
Okay. And there are storage at the upper levels also. I can see some of the storage.
Yeah, there are storage. See, I can have storages all above the areas. Depending, we have made kitchens wherein this almost we call it an island kitchen.
Yeah.
You must have heard of
Yes, island
So we have
kitchens.
also made island kitchens for customers,
Okay.
wherein they have counter in the center of the kitchen,
Yeah.
and they have one counter here. So again, the entire customization plays a very unique role, the way you want it.
Yes. That's great. That's great. So this is all the technology that we have been using is actually to facilitate customers
Right.
and make life easy for the housewives and all the other.
Very rightly
people
said
involved.
by you, sir. Very rightly.
Yes. Very great. Very great. And as we come out, I also see something. What is this supposed to be? Small cabinet, shoe rack or something? Or
So Sanjay ji, this is a folding table, multi-purpose.
oh, this is a table. Exactly. Okay.
So nowadays, as you know, space
Yeah,
is
yeah.
a constraint in every place,
Every place. Yes.
especially in metropolitan and cities like Mumbai.
Yeah.
So this is a very good option which can be used for multi-purpose.
Yes.
A family can use a dining table, children can use it at a study table, and you can work on it on a normal day.
And how sturdy are these? I mean, that's good because most of these folding furniture, the concept is they're not sturdy. They're joined, they're cut somewhere and stuff like that. So,
Now, those used to be the days when they were the problem, but nowadays, as my partner said, Murtaza,
uh,
the integration and amalgamation of the hardware is very important
yes.
because this is available anywhere, but the right combination of the hardware with the material and the place to be used is a very important aspect of our industry.
Hmm.
So this is very sturdy, no issues, and space constraints can be solved with this problem.
Okay, that's great. And how maintainable are these? They won't get bad or something. Suddenly they get stuck and things
No,
like
I'll
that.
just show it to you.
Hmm.
Very easy. Even a small child can
Yeah.
operate it.
These are not soft close kind of a thing?
No, in this you don't get soft close.
Okay.
These are normal study tables
Uh-huh.
which can be used in a day-to-day life.
Okay. And this also is available in many sizes as per the space requirement. We can make it.
Yes, it can be because the fittings what we get, the hardware fittings what we get are limited to the sizes. So
Yeah.
accordingly, we can customize as per the fitting. Maximum they can go for is 8 by 4,
8 by 4.
8 feet by 4 feet.
That will be a big kind of a dining
Quite big
table.
enough.
Quite big a dining
Quite big.
table. And this material also can be changed.
The material can be chosen as either plywood or an MDF, and the laminate finishes again can be decided. Either you can put a laminate or you can put a veneer with a polish,
Yes.
and that can be again customized
All maintainable, basically.
and maintainable. And it is maintenance free. Very easy, minimal things to be used, so there is not much of technicality involved,
Okay.
and the durability is very long.
Very low. Good. This looks like a TV cabinet.
Yeah, it's a TV unit, we can say.
Okay.
It's custom.
Oh wow! It's like a cupboard, a wardrobe kind of a thing.
So again, it is custom. As you can see, it is customized as per the space available right here. What you are seeing, and this is what you can make.
Hmm.
So this is just one combination we are showing you. This can be made as per again your need
Okay.
and your requirement. So So here the
There's
need
a
was,
lot of stuff can come here.
yes, so here the need was for us to stock catalogs and small things. So we have customized it as per our requirement. You can customize it as per your requirement, and the combinations of wood and glass also can be maintained. So you can use it glass
Yeah,
also.
so I was about to ask whether this can be glass so that you can put some artifacts for something
Yes,
and
that can be. So it can be used as a showcase.
showcase. Yes. Oh, excellent. So this would accommodate a lot of things like books and papers, and it can also act as an office kind of a thing wherein you can put most of the things here.
Yes, so depending on where you keep it, it can be named accordingly.
Yes.
So here we are using it as a customized TV unit.
Yes. And all the accessories to the unit, all the speakers, etc., except all these kind of things can accommodate here.
100%.
That is excellent. This is excellent. And again, this can be customized in colors, material,
Yes.
budgets, everything.
Yes. It can be, again, you can play with the finishes, with the material of the board, either plywood, MDF, veneer, polish.
Yeah.
You can even do lamination. Depending on your need and your requirement, you can do it accordingly.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to ask you, since we are in the living room units, we have a dining table, you also have artifacts to these to supplement all these kind of things? Something like this, something like this?
No, we are not into artifacts. We are only into manufacturing of the furniture.
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 So would you suggest, or you have some collaborations with somebody who
No,
could give us
we-
good artifacts to go with that furniture?
I think that would be the interior designers forte, and they are the right people to connect with this requirement.
Yes. Oh, this looks like another wardrobe right there.
So this is a surprise element.
It
This is
looks
not-
like a vertical kind of a wardrobe, probably.
So actually, this is not a wardrobe; it's a folding bed.
Folding bed.
Folding bed.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. Oh,
I'll
excellent.
just show it to you how it works. It's very easy.
This
to
won't
use.
fall? This
No,
won't fall?
no.
Oh, wow. Oh, acha, this will become as a stand.
So what you thought was going to fall was actually the stand of the bed.
Oh, okay, okay.
And
Okay.
as you can see, the pots are still intact.
Intact,
They
yes.
have not fallen.
Yes.
So we make the bed, the complete bed, and the mattresses can be procured by the customer himself.
Yeah.
So these are the finishes and the fitting that we are showing you.
Yeah.
Sanjay ji, why don't you just try to close it, just to have a feel how heavy it is. Yeah, come this side.
Oh, this is. I think any housewife or a maid can do it easily.
So this particular concept we have made is exactly for optimization of space. Like we have been telling you since the interview has started, that the main forte is to customize and make it space optimized.
Yeah.
So this bed nowadays can be used in children room, guest room, where people have the liberty to use it as a bed when they want to sleep, and optimize the space when they don't need. Now the second option what we have not used here is you can even have a sofa out here.
Oh,
So
okay.
in the daytime, you can use it as a sofa. In the night, the bed drops and the sofa is still there. So you don't have to move anything.
Ah. And earlier, there used to be a concept of storage in the double bed.
Correct.
So can that be accommodated in these kind of beds?
That can be accommodated, but not that much, because I'll just show it to you. So the space what we are seeing here,
Ah,
the depth can be increased and we can accommodate a little bit storage out here.
okay.
So small things can be accommodated out here. So what we used to put it horizontal, we can literally take it little bit of it on vertical side. So that if you increase the depth of this bed, the storage can be accommodated.
Mostly there used to be bed accessories, all your bed sheets and all your other furnishings and everything was accommodated
In the
normally
bed.
in that. So
Correct. You can even give small shelves
yes.
in this.
But won't that hinder the
No, so that is why I'm saying we need to increase the depth of the bed.
Okay.
So right now this is around 16 inches. If we make it 2 feet, So that extra inches can be accommodated in shelves. So that we accommodate the thickness of the mattress. It doesn't hinder while closing.
And what is the size of this bed?
This size is 5 feet by 6.5 feet.
5 by 6.5 feet. That's good enough.
Good enough.
Good enough for a good family size. And this also can be increased, decreased as per the.
Yeah, so there are two options. One is 5 feet by 6 feet. Another one is 5.5 feet by 6.5 feet.
Okay. Just two these option, or
Yes.
it can be further
Because as I
customized?
told you, the fittings are coming ready-made.
Acha, okay.
So we have to make the bed according to the available fittings.
Fittings and all.
And these fittings are very easily available in the market.
Okay.
So there is no problem, and it comes with full guarantee and warranty.
And what's the kind of warranty that you have?
We give a warranty of 1 year for the entire thing. And for the fitting, the manufacturer gives their own warranty. So depending on the fitting, what we procure from the manufacturer, the warranty varies accordingly.
And sometimes the manufacturers are giving lifetime warranties and all. We hear that in particular promotions and ads. What kind of warranties are these?
So these warranties are on certain hardware, not all the hardware. So depending on the hardware what you take, the warranty comes on. So our duty as a manufacturer is we just pass on whatever warranty we get from the manufacturer, so that we help the customer. And by the grace of God, we don't use anything which is not standard.
Okay.
We always try to use a very good hardware from a good manufacturer, so that the customer enjoys the furniture throughout the span of life and has a hassle-free and a maintenance-free use.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. This is a lovely concept. It's good. We had seen it in films and, in some kind of Western film, especially. But this
So now this is
is
for
now possible in India and for the benefit of common man.
common.
That is actually very, very great. And here again, this is what, a dressing unit?
So
or
this I
something?
will just give it to Murtuza. He will take you into the details.
Okay.
So this is a sliding wardrobe.
Okay.
We have shown a concept of sliding wardrobe wherein the entire it's the span of this wardrobe is 8 feet in height
Okay.
and approximately 10 feet wide.
10 feet. So it's a wall-to-wall
It's almost
almost.
a wall-to-wall cabinet. Okay,
And
wardrobe.
almost till the roof, because normal roofs are 9 feet about.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
So here the concept is a sliding wardrobe with a mirror on the top. Okay, and this is a high quality sliding channel.
Mm-hmm.
You can have hers and his division.
Yes.
Now, for example, if this is one particular division, this is a cloth hanger.
Oh.
You bring it down, you can access your shirts
Shirts,
and
everything.
suits, blazers, and again it goes back. Then you have a concept of hanging certain clothes out here.
Clothes out there. Yes.
Once you have opened the cabinet, you see a light illumination coming in, so that you can easily access. You
Excellent.
need not open the bedroom light,
Yes.
and it automatically you can access your stuff. And you have these drawers. We also have a drawer division out here, where you can put your watch separately and other things separately, so that you
So
can easily
handkerchief, socks, everything.
exactly
squeeze everything.
identifiable.
Yeah.
Again, a soft close mechanism.
Yes.
Slight push, it will automatically go by itself. Here you have a concept of see-through.
Yes.
Where you can see, okay, you have put these clothes, जो चाहिए वो निकाल लिया, कर दिया. Again, a soft close concept.
Yes.
Then another concept is over here, we have certain other hardware accessories in this compartment. This is a folding sliding mirror.
Dressing unit kind of a thing. Yes. Especially for women.
There are many customers who want a mirror inside.
Yes.
So this is also coming outside and it is also inside.
Inside. Yes.
Serves dual purpose.
Yes.
This is another way of presenting the drawers and everything.
All are.
All are protruding
out,
Protruding
and
yes.
soft close.
And soft close.
This is largely for women. Or basically unisex. It can
Yes,
be
unisex,
customized
exactly.
to anything,
Very
right?
true. Now, so see, you see this, hanging rod.
Yes.
These are lights inside.
Oh, serving a dual purpose of lights.
The moment I have opened the wardrobe,
Yeah.
there are lights illuminating by itself.
Okay.
Obviously, the
There is the
electrical connection is prefixed.
Perfect.
But then the moment I will close the wardrobe, the lights will automatically shut. So there's not unnecessary usage of electricity.
And are these lights sturdy? Because suppose if the light goes out, the tube light or whatever LED light, is it easily replaceable? Is it easily?
So these lights are highly durable.
Okay.
They will not just conk off and kuch ho gaya aisa. So these are very high durable lights, and these are just operating on small watt cells.
Oh, okay.
So it's very easy to maintain.
Okay.
If the light goes off, one has to just replace the cell, and again it is on.
Oh, okay. Wonderful.
These lights are very good quality.
Okay.
And they won't just give you a hard time. Very trusted light fixtures of reputed brands are put inside, sir.
Oh, that is wonderful concept, and absolutely optimum usage of space, and even that space up to 1 feet or something can be used for storage.
There are customers who want a wardrobe 7 feet height,
Yeah.
and they say, for example, they were 10 feet ceiling.
Yes.
10 feet ceiling height from the floor.
Yeah.
So one can have a 8 feet for first part wardrobe,
Yes.
and the remaining part can be again for putting suitcases.
Yes.
So that would be an entire other overhead cabinet.
Yes.
So, and that could be openable. So again, coming back that we can do customization.
Exactly.
Customization of anything that the customer wants. Depending on what their tastes are. There are also interior designers who have their own ways of optimizing space.
Exactly.
So they give their designs, we'll make it for them.
Oh, that is wonderful. Yes.
This is, since a look and feel experience center, we have just tried to show what one can have.
Exactly.
And once you can understand what you can have, you can then decide
Mix
for
and match
yourself.
and probably
it, and you can think for yourself what you want.
Yes, exactly.
So this is say around a 500 square feet experience center,
Yeah.
and we have tried to accommodate so many things in a small center. So,
but still, it is
taking that
looking
concept into
very
your houses,
elegant and
taking that concept into your homes, use your space optimally.
Yes.
That is the entire idea.
This partition also looks good. Is it collapsible or?
Yes, it is completely collapsible. One can just disassemble. And they can be, again assemble at your desired location. This is just to give that ambience,
Yeah, I know.
It is an open as well as a privacy kind of a look.
Yeah.
And it's creating that,
but this is looking very,
essence.
very elegant and suiting the entire.
It's giving that, very good positive vibe.
Especially in the living room and
Especially
dining and the living room
There are
has to be
many
separated.
clients who incorporate this in their homes.
This is very good. And again, available in designs and
Yes, you can have different raw material finishes. You can have rubber wood. This is pine wood.
Yeah.
You can have in rubber wood. You can have in a lot of other Burma teak. A lot of things you can incorporate.
Are these partitions which are collapsible? They can go in.
Yes, we can see now. For example, this is a collapse sliding partition where you can separate the kitchen out.
Yeah.
And you can separate your room out. Yeah, you can incorporate this in the halls also, where you want to create a separate room in the hall.
Yeah.
Say somebody has a 2 BHK and they want to make it 3 BHK in the hall. So you create this kind of a sliding partition system. It looks very sleek.
Yes, very elegant.
At the same time, it was looking very striking, but it's using the purpose of creating an additional partition, additional room.
Yes.
This soft closing.
This will not affect the glass or any other kind of fittings, not at all.
It's also, very highly in demand.
Okay, great.
And you have a dressing unit, sir. You can have a dressing unit over here.
Yeah.
Which is, having a openable compartment where one can put their cosmetics and everything over
Yeah.
here.
This is vis-a-vis what we saw in the wardrobe.
Right.
It is very still, a lot of space gets utilized, and without wasting your space, you can have a separate dressing unit as well.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful.
So this is
These
what
are also soft close.
This is a soft close.
So the glass is well
It's
maintained
well
and
maintained.
it's
It does
safe.
not bang and it does not crush.
Yes. That is wonderful. So, Mr. Amar, the concepts and the products that we saw were absolutely, absolutely wonderful. And probably you may be having situations wherein the customer comes and get confused as to what he wants, and probably he may want everything. In those kind of situations, when you, of course, visit the site and take measurements and etc., how do you manage all those kind of situations where he's totally confused because he wants everything? Everything is so elegant and
So you have exactly hit the nail at the right spot, Sanjay. Today's our challenge is the same thing. Awareness and information is in abundance, and the offering what we have is again infinite. So to match and to amalgamate is the right need of the hour.
exactly.
And we, as Murtuza and I, myself and my team at Woodfab, we always try to attain and you can say try to match the requirement of the customer as to the closest, so that the finally the need and the requirement is sufficed, and it's a win-win situation for both of us.
Exactly.
So this is the one thing we keep in our mind, so that finally we are able to service the client as per his needs and requirement.
Yes. And the budgets.
Definitely, the budget is the one of the things which we look at, because that today's market, you can say a table can be attained at an X price, and it can be even attained at an X raised to 10 price.
Yes.
So seeing all the factors, we at Woodfab try to match the needs of the customer to the closest.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Anything else that you have missed out? Would you like to add that probably I would have missed out?
So we have tried to cover the maximum in the minimum space. That was one of the things which we wanted to share. And that is why we call this thing as an experience center.
Yeah.
The reason is you come, you have a look and feel of the product, so that you can understand what can be made and how it will look. So this was the only need for to make this experience center. And everything is made again back at a factory. And it is we try to use maximum Indian products which are manufactured in India, and so that we give and we deliver what is made in India.
Yes.
And the most strongest part of our company is our backbone, which is our team, which delivers what we promise. So we to a certain extent we have a motto.
Yes.
एक बार हमने commitment कर दी तो फिर हम अपने आप की भी नहीं सुनते. With this motto, we try to service each and every customer who comes to us.
Yeah. So this is like you're saying that timelines are maintained strictly. They are adhered to strictly.
100%. 100%.
Because as we were talking earlier, calling carpenters at home, he would give a timeline of 1 month, and until 3 months, you will not have the end in sight.
So here, Sanjay, I would like to add, just you brought this point out.
Yeah.
We are not competing with the carpenters.
Exactly, I understand.
So what we are doing is, our time goes in the planning and the estimation of the work and the budget.
Yes.
Once that thing is zero down, so then it is very easy for us to deliver the product. So that is where we are a little upper hand than the carpenter.
Exactly.
Because once the customer has finalized what he needs and what needs to be done, then it is the machine and the man who plays together, and then the finally symphony that comes out is the product what the customer desires.
So what are the normal or probably standard timelines for doing a normal 2 BHK or a 3 BHK or just the kitchen?
Okay.
What would be just a ballpark figure?
So a 1 BHK we would deliver say in a 1 month's time.
Okay.
A 2 BHK would be anything between 1.5 months to 2 months, and a 3 BHK would be again 2 to 2.5 months.
Okay.
So depending on the products and the customization, the timelines are decided. Like you said, in general, these are the timeline what we adhere to.
Okay. And can the painting and other civil work can go together with this, or it has to be completed before or after? How does it work?
So here we said we take the measurements and then entire thing is made at a factory.
Okay.
So in that much time, the customer has a time to finish all his painting, civil work, electricals,
Okay.
and if some carpentry needed at all.
Yeah.
All, and we enter once everything is finished. So we just come, we install and we leave. So there's no thok thak, no breakage, no scrambling. It is without thok thak, without noise, and the installation team is very much trained to do that thing error free.
So it will not harm the painting or flooring or something like that.
No, not really.
Not at all.
Not really.
Not at all. Okay. That's something good, because otherwise, once the painting is done, then somebody will do some talk talk and again spoil it, and again you have to do some patchwork and those kind of things. Especially when you put wallpapers, they get torn and they get again you stick it, they look like patches. So all these kind of things are normally avoided. Now, this is normal house, kitchen, your bedrooms, your living rooms. Do you have anything specific for bathrooms?
Bathrooms, we
largely they are defined by standard bathroom fittings, but anything that can be used for bathrooms?
So bathrooms, we do two things. One is the vanity unit,
Okay.
which comes below the basin,
Okay.
and one is the overhead unit, which comes above the basin or wherever the client wants it to be there. So these are the two things which we do in the bathroom,
Okay.
which is made in furniture.
Which are waterproof and probably
So they can be made in waterproof. There are materials available that can be water resistant. So we use those material and then we made accordingly.
okay. Vanity unit and
the overhead small cabinets.
the small overhead small cabinet. Sure. Okay. So thank you so much, Mr. Amar Lakdawala and Mr. Mustafa. Mr. Burtuza. Thank you so much. All right. Before I close, I also would like to know about you. In the beginning, you had mentioned something about office furnitures.
Correct.
What are the kinds of office furniture that you would?
So in offices, we do everything right from your staff tables to your conference tables to your file cabinets to your low height, medium height, full height storages for files. And the tables again can be made in different options. Like nowadays, earlier we used to have only the wooden tables.
Yes.
So now today we have the options of having metal legs which come in different combinations, triangular, square, rectangle, round. And again with that you can have the different color combinations depending on your choice from the finishes.
Yes.
So that are more sturdy, easy, durable, maintenance free,
Exactly.
and gives a very trendy look to the entire office.
Exactly.
And which again are modular, so which can be easily assembled and disassembled and can be shifted from one office to another office if the client is shifting in the future.
And are they also, can be put it back, especially the racks, filing racks and all those kind of things, so that as much as space can be saved?
So we make
and the table drawers, etc.
The drawers and everything are made in, again, the boards are made in plywood or particle board or MDF. Okay. And then the racks, what you're talking about, mostly they come in metal. So we don't do metal furniture. We mostly do the board furniture.
Board furniture. Okay. And you also make cubicles and other things?
Yes, cubicle also we do in the office furniture. Yeah. So they are normally the aluminum partitions, what we call.
Yeah.
Which comes in the thickness of 30 mm to 50 mm.
Okay.
In that you have options of soft board, writing board, depending on. The cubicles are part of the tables.
Yeah.
So they come in combinations of 3, 4, 5 in length. So depending on the requirement, that can be done.
That can be done. Okay. So that means basically the entire office requirements are covered.
Yes, rightly
Which
said.
will have,
Right.
including their office pantry and
Everything.
everything will be done. That's good. Anything else that you would like to add in the office unit?
So
and
in
office
this again,
category?
we do a little bit of institutional furniture
Yeah.
and school college furniture.
Okay.
Like for schools and colleges, we do libraries.
Okay.
We do their office furniture.
Yeah.
And institutions again, we do like libraries, and I said institutions, we do cupboards, wardrobes,
Okay.
tables, different sides of tables. So these are the things we do for institutions.
Mm.
Then we do hospital furniture.
Okay.
Hospital furniture again, wherever the board furniture is required,
Okay.
like your reception tables, your nursing stations,
Yeah.
your storages, then your beds. So these are the things we do in hospitals.
The folding beds and all those kind of things.
Folding beds as well as the beds used for guests who are attending the patients.
How many the patient beds are more specialized? You know,
Yeah, they are
have
more
to be
they are more towards the medical side.
medical
We
side.
do the beds which are stationary and
Okay.
for people who are attending the patient. The guest
Consultation beds.
consultation
Okay.
beds.
Okay. That's good. That is excellent. And anything else that you would like to add about the entire company, entire this thing?
A lot of credit, Sanjay sir, goes to our team for the kind of effort that they put in. See, having a team which is, highly committed
Yes.
and
That
at the
is
same
important,
time
yes.
knowledgeable about the product. Hats off to our team at the factory who, gives in their 110%.
Exactly.
Without their efforts, we would be at uh, uh, we would not be able to deliver that kind of product that we have envisaged.
Yes.
We have envisaged, our team delivers.
Yes.
So team role is very prominent, is keeping our entire efforts at a very high, and they're motivated to always give something better and better every
Better and
time.
better.
So Woodfab believes in giving consistent quality products at all times. So this is our motto, and we will always stick to it, sir.
Yeah, something like what we have the trend now, fit it, forget it kind of a concept that yes, once you have done it, you have a lot of peace of mind that everything isn't done and I am bother free. I am.
Very, very rightly said, sir. I would just take 1 minute to add to this,
please.
what you have said, that we don't believe in use and throw.
Yes.
Something which is use and throw is not part of our Indian culture,
Exactly. Yes.
right? So, everything is of value
Yes.
to you, to me, to everybody.
Yes.
So, durability is what is most important,
Most important.
and that is we will always strive to deliver at any cost, sir. At any
Right.
cost. Really appreciate your efforts to give us this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Mr. Murtaza. Your inputs have been really valuable and of really giving a lot of information. Thank you, Mr. Amar Lakdawala.
Thank you, Sanjay sir, for giving
And a wonderful information. I'm sure a lot of people now, after seeing this, would be tempted to do something or the other. And especially who are buying new flats and new spaces, additional spaces somewhere or the other, would like to contact you and take care of all their needs so that it's like fit it, forget it. And since you deliver all across India, it will be even easier for everybody in India to just contact you and your people can visit that site and take care of everything. Thank you so much once again for this wonderful, wonderful experience. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.